So today I want to talk to you guys about how I found the root of all my unhappiness, and it actually turned out to be myself. Let me explain. So a couple years back, I actually ruptured my Achilles tendon. This injury is like infamous for ending a lot of dancers' careers. But what ended up actually happening to me was this became one of the most valuable lessons in my life. Let me explain, but first let me get out of this cold. Right now we're in Oklahoma City, which should be warmer than New York, but actually it's colder. Let me get inside and I'll tell you the rest of my story. So actually before this injury happened to me, I always felt like I was unsatisfied with my life. I always found reasons to be unhappy. But after the injury, it was like everything changed. Because after I had surgery on my foot, I couldn't walk at all. I had to be in crutches for a long time. Simple tasks like taking a shower or going to the bathroom, I couldn't do any of that without my dad's help. It just made me feel really powerless. I did a lot of self-reflecting. I thought about before where I could walk normally, not just walk, I could dance. And I also realized how I took all that for granted. There was a phrase that kept popping in my head. It was, you don't know what you have until you lose it. Before, when I heard people say this phrase, I used to think it was really cheesy and really cliche. But at that moment in my life, I felt like it was so true. So this is when I really had a major shift in my thinking. I started realizing all the little things in my life. For example, being able to talk and spend time with my family. Just simple things like being alive. These are all things I didn't think about, but after this injury, it made me reflect and realize how lucky I was. I really felt like I was the luckiest person ever. After I recovered, when I could start dancing again, all the things that I hated doing before, like stretching and like having intense workouts, I loved it. How hard it is right now, it's so much better than what I had before. And that's how that injury changed me as a person and made a huge impact on my life. But after a couple years, things started to change. I'm gonna tell you guys about that a little bit later. Now I need to go walk the stage and get ready for the show. All right, so we just finished the really successful tech rehearsal. I'm about to go on the bus, but I want to grab some dinner first. Actually, now that I remember back in Los Angeles when I was at home, I had to learn to cook for myself, and it was horrible and it took a lot of time. And it's also expensive, but this is all free and provided for us. So I mean, that's what.
Grateful for that sample.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say that, but he said it for me.
Very grateful.
Yeah, he's not part of the video, by the way. Oh, just kidding. Hey, Will, what is your favorite dish?
I felt the heat from shampoo right now. So sad.
There's no heat.
So I'm not a part of the video.
No, Will, you are.
The drama begins.
So this is what we have. There is a huge selection. So this is what I ended up getting. A lot of meat. Actually, just now I was speaking to Milen about being grateful.
I believe that this is the most perfect, positive way to take a look at everything which surrounds us. If you think through the angle of gratitude, that will make you happy, because that will give you a sense of what you can do better to improve. Take a lesson from that. Try to improve your way of seeing the world. Anytime when you feel that something is not right, just think about your position. Think about what you can do to make things better. Very important.
Thank you. So fast forward to present day, my body's getting stronger and stronger, but for some reason I feel less and less happy. less and less satisfied again. It wasn't until I found this one item that I realized the problem. It's called a 5-minute gratitude journal. And there's actually a funny story with this because I bought this, I got 3 of these. I gave one to Jisung, gave one to Will. I wonder if they ever wrote on them. But I kind of just threw it to the side because I got lazy. I didn't really feel like writing in it. A month ago, I actually started writing in it. You know, I was like, oh, what the heck, I might as well try it, right? I realized that this fundamentally changed how I thought. It's a little bit like a daily journal or a daily diary. It just gives you prompts to make you think about what to be grateful for. Every time I get something negative or I run into a problem, instead of being unhappy or unsatisfied, I would actually have an automatic thing that pops up. Maybe it's freezing outside, but you know, at least, actually it is freezing. I can't think of anything good about it freezing outside. So let me give you an example. I was editing this project, right? I didn't save it, so I lost the whole project. Before I started writing in this journal, I would be like, oh my gosh, this is the worst thing ever. I'm so unlucky. Why is this happening to me? But after that, I had a thought in my head where it's like, hey, it's okay, man. Oh, sure, you lost the project, but if you redo the project, you'll develop your editing skills even more and the project will be better because you're doing the second time. I realized it really reinforces something I've learned from my spiritual meditation, Falun Gong. And that's the key to improving is to look inwards. As long as I change myself, it's gonna change everything else. So that's why I said in the beginning of the video that the root of all my unhappiness was actually myself. I really recommend you guys try this out. Even if you have a pen and a paper and you just write down what you're grateful for in the day, it will be enough. You guys won't see like an immediate change, like you're happy all of a sudden, but slowly over time, you'll see a fundamental change in how you think and look at things. And I want to end this video with a quote. When life is sweet, say thank you and celebrate. And when life is bitter, say thank you and grow. So that's it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you like that kind of content. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Do you guys want to know what Jisung and Will did with their books? Let's find out. Let's go check that out. Wait, Will, actually, I wanted to make you part of this video. I want to ask you a question. Do you remember this?
I'm so honored to be a part of this video. Thank you, Sam, for that opportunity. Yes, I do remember this book. Sam gave it to me and it's in my locker.
It's in your locker where?
In New York.
How many entries did you write?
0. May I read yours?
No, you can't read my.
May I read your entry? You should show it to the audience. What you're grateful for. Share the book.
This is very private, but very helpful. Jisung, just want to ask you a quick question. I know you're busy eating, but do you remember this? Sorry, you always have food in your mouth. Do you remember this book? Mm-hmm. Where is it?
In New York.
How many entries did you make in it?
We started already? Oh, I didn't know that you actually started.
It's okay, I know you didn't know. Just checking up on you.
Sorry.